Hello boxing fans, welcome to Boxing Blogs and Advice, and please, if you're new to the channel, click the like and of course subscribe. Okay, subscribe button right now, and go to the notification bell icon, click it and select all, so anytime I drop a new banger, a new video, you will definitely be notified. So according to the promoter of heavyweight prospect Dmitriy Salita, okay, the promoter of Jermaine Franklin, heavyweight prospect, a guy who is very stocky like Ruiz Jr, you know, and also can fight. You know, he can fight, no doubt about that. I've seen some couple of fights of him and other stuff. So he's willing to spar with Anthony Joshua to help prepare him for Ruiz Jr. So before we proceed right here, okay, Jerry Big Dummy Miller, the guy that actually popped for 3 banned substances, the guy that made Joshua lost concentration and focus on Ruiz Jr. You know what I mean? Because if Ruiz Jr. if Jerry Miller was clean, Joshua wouldn't have had to change things in the camp, because he didn't really know much about Ruiz Jr. to be necessary. You saw a couple of fights of him, the one against Joseph Parker and all this stuff, but you never really knew much about the guy in a way and what he brings to the table. So let's take a look at Jermaine Franklin. Let's take a look at this record right here before I actually proceed. Although I've seen it, but you guys have to see, so that's what it is. So the guy is actually undefeated. Okay, undefeated, has 13 knockouts. Okay, 20 wins. Very interesting. He's 25 years old as well, so he's very young, much younger than Joshua, 5 years younger than Joshua, as you can see right here. You know, he's active, and you know, I mean, he's been fighting he's been active. He's been putting in some work. He's also a very heavy guy. Let's not forget about that. You know, made his pro debut back in 2015. Which is very interesting right here, looking at it. But let's take a look at the opponents he's fought so far. He has 13 knockouts on his record, so he's not a pushover. First of all, he's not a pushover. But we have to take a look at it first to kind of see. You can't judge from this. You can't really judge from this, but you can also pick up little things from this as well. So. And if you guys, any one of you guys watching live now, comment on the live shares. Let me know you guys are available, and I respond to you guys as well. You know, his first fight, he fought Deshaun Jenkins. Okay, I've not heard of that guy before. Let me see if I've heard of one. If I've heard about one of these opponents right here. Vanderlei Slade, no. Nicholas, no. Wesley, no. These guys are not even ranked. These guys run 1 star yet right here. Haromuralimov. Okay, never heard of that guy before. Oh, he fought Jerry Forrest. Okay. Jerry Forrest is very good. I know Jerry Forrest. So he fought Jerry Forrest. He won a distance with him. Very interesting. This guy must be good, because Jerry Forrest is good. Though very underrated. Not looked at as a threat, but he's very good. He's good. Maybe he needs. The only thing lacking in Jerry Forrest is just the motivation. Motivation lacks. Yeah, we know that he's lost 3 fights, but it's good. Jerry Forrest, and that's the only guy I know. His resume. So His resume so far is good. It's okay. I don't know if I'm allowed to play some of his fight. You know what I mean? Some of the videos of his fights here. Would have loved to play it. I don't know if I'm gonna get a copyright claim for it. Let me see. Oh, Showtime, nah, man. Showtime? Oh no. If I do that, I'm gonna get a copyright claim. That's for sure. That's for sure. So let me just read the article right here and then Vamut. Dmitriy Salita, the promoter for undefeated heavyweight prospect Jermaine Franklin, says his boxer is more than willing to be used as a sparring partner for former unified champion Anthony Joshua, who is currently preparing for his rematch with Andy Ruiz on December 7th in Saudi Arabia. Salita believes that his boxer has similarities with Ruiz, although Franklin has not been offered an invite yet to join Joshua's camp. He was offered a sparring position to assist Joshua for last year's defense against Alexander Povetkin, but it was a scheduling issue that prevented Franklin from traveling over to the UK. Okay, Jermaine Franklin is the best American heavyweight contender, and although he is only 25 years old, he has one of the most impressive opening resumes of the top prospects, Salita told Sky Sports. Nah, man. Nah. He's not the best American heavyweight contender. Nah, man. I still see the guy as a prospect. I still see him as a prospect because he only fought Jerry Forrest. Jerry Forrest, yeah, is good, but, not good enough. Okay? Jerry Forrest is not ranked top 10 or top 15. If you go to the rankings, you don't see Jerry Forrest there, but Jerry Forrest is good and unknown, because people don't really, a lot of people don't know who Jerry Forrest is, but I know the guy because, I follow American boxing a lot, and I've been getting used to knowing all these boxers that are unknown, and now I follow Ukrainian boxing, follow Russian boxing, thanks to my Russian friend. Now I'm following Chinese boxing, Japanese as well. I mainly focus on the heavyweights, cruiserweights, light heavyweights, middleweight and other stuff, not the flyweights or other stuff like that. But I do like the fact that all these countries, are beginning to, bring up talents. You know what I mean? They're beginning to evolve and also to really, create monsters. So Jermaine Franklin from America, the guy, you look at his record, he is very impressive on paper, very impressive. He's undefeated, and but we'll see what happens. He's very easy to say, I want to spar Joshua. We really want Joshua to get the best work out there, by the way. And Jermaine Franklin might be the guy. Okay, he's good. Okay, he knows that he can throw a very good jab. He's a stocky guy. He can come out inside and try to rough you up, which is okay. But there's also another aspect, like we need to know if his hand speed, his hand speed it will be good enough. Because me, having watched his fight, I don't see him having the same hand speed like Andy Ruiz has. Andy Ruiz hand speed, he's the key, to beating me. If you can stop Andy Ruiz Jr.'s hand speed, then you can definitely stop him from doing anything. You can stop Andy Ruiz Jr. from even attempting to work you down. Once you can stop the hand speed, because it's very hard to stop the hand speed. He always throws it. And I think Joshua would need to spar as much shorter guys, as much stocky guys as he could to win the bout. And also maybe spar someone like David Tua. Okay, David Tua, we know was the monster, although he's past it already, but a guy like David Tua, even though he's older now, can still teach Joshua, spar, have a good spar against Joshua. the risk I see here in Joshua sparring a guy like Franklin Willing is that if Franklin Willing does well against Joshua, we know that Americans tend to talk a lot sometimes. They don't keep their mouth shut. So, I dropped Joshua in sparring. All the rumors will start surfacing and all that stuff. So Joshua has to be very careful who he brings into the camp. And also, he has to know those guys are not Ruiz Jr.'s friends. We know the chameleon has so many friends in America. And so many people in America, they don't tend to like Joshua because they see that Joshua, Joshua, he's the shining star of the heavyweight division, the guy who brought the heavyweight division back, the guy who is going to actually make the heavyweight division great again. Right now, heavyweight division is good, is great, is fantastic, but the excitement is beginning to go down because the casuals are not really interested in Ruiz Jr. Okay, you might say, well, he a Mexican American, he can get. Listen, Mexican Americans don't put the money in boxing. They support their fathers. Definitely, they will give you all the support they want, but they don't put the money in boxing. Why don't so many Mexicans go to Mexico and fight every time? Like Canelo, he always fight America because he knows that's where the money is. You know what I mean? The crowd is in Mexico, the support is in Mexico, but the money is in America or in the UK. But Canelo cannot find the UK and sell out an arena or sell out a stadium like Joshua will. No, man, that's not going to possible because it's not from there. Just like Joshua wouldn't go to Mexico now and sell out a stadium there. No, man, But Joshua can actually go to so many countries in the world right now, e.g. Nigeria, which he's technically from. He's Nigeria blood for sure. China, Zhang Zhilei, who was against Joshua, will sell out in China. We know that. Lots of Chinese are beginning to love and admire boxing now. And thankfully, through my platform, I'll be able to meet some good, influential, Chinese personas. And the Chinese are quiet boxing fans. They don't talk too much. They don't actually argue with you. They just look at what you have to say, and they might talk to you behind closed doors, but they are not guys who are just gonna humbly publicly start debating on the stuff. They don't do that. They just keep quiet and watch you talk. If they find it cool, they will listen to you, but if they don't find it cool, they'll say the guy are talking trash, man. Anyway, guys, stay tuned. What do you guys think? Jermaine Franklin, undefeated heavyweight prospect. I would say prospect. I'm not saying to say contender. No, prospect. Even though you have 20 wins on your record, you have only fought Jerry Forrest, and Jerry Forrest is good, but not good enough, in my opinion, to say you are to call yourself a contender. That's what I think. But we see what happened with this guy. I think he's gonna be very huge, and he looks to have devastated punching power though. So we'll see what happens, guys. Stay tuned, stay hungry, stay humble, guys. Cheers.